Well, a little earlier, I spoke to US Congressman Krishnamoorthi about the significance of that Xi-Biden meeting. Congressman Krishnamoorthi, thanks indeed for joining us on BBC News. President Xi and President Biden have both been speaking about US-China competition not veering into conflict. President Biden saying today it's not all kumbaya, but it is straightforward. Do you think relations will have improved following this meeting?
I think they're on the path to stabilizing, and I think that's the most that we could hope for right now. As I said the other day, the expectations for this meeting were pretty low. So long as there's no spy balloon that's traversing the United States following this meeting, I think we'll have exceeded expectations this moment.
So when President Biden referred to President Xi as a dictator after the meeting, was that surprising to you?
No, I think he was speaking the truth. Now, obviously they have a different form of government than we do, and he has said this before, and yet we're having these talks, and I think we just want to continue to have these types of dialogues. I was very glad to see a couple of things come out of it yesterday, including the military-to-military communications channel opening, as well as the steps to cooperate closer on reducing fentanyl shipments into Mexico and then the U.S.
And on that deal on fentanyl, I mean, this relationship, it's not just high-level international relations. It does have the potential to impact people's everyday lives, such as that deal. How impactful do you think that will be?
Well, we'll have to see. Chairman Xi Jinping in the past has said various things. They didn't always follow through on what he said. And actions speak louder than words. So we need to see a reduction in the shipments of precursor chemicals that are necessary for creating fentanyl pills that are flooding our country and killing a lot of people. In 1 year, Katrina, 77,000 Americans died of synthetic opioid overdoses, mostly fentanyl. And so this is of great concern to my constituents and all Americans.
What do you think trust levels are like between the two leaders now?
It's a good question. I think trust comes when you see actions following words or actions matching words. And so that's what we have to see at this point. We need to see some confidence-building actions that keep up with the talk that was occurring yesterday. I did like the fact that Xi Jinping was pandering, so to speak, and saying that he's going to be sending some more pandas to the United States, and people will welcome that. But on a more serious note, we need to see those military-to-military communications channels open. We need to see action on fentanyl. And I would argue two other issues which didn't get reported, which I hope were discussed. I'd like to see action on those is action to reduce human rights abuses against the Uyghurs and Tibetans and Hong Kongers and so forth. And then also less economic aggression in the form of the incessant cyber hacking, intellectual property theft, spying, and so forth.
The other issue that was discussed and was reported on, of course, was cooperation as it relates to climate change. What did you make of that? Again,
I'm hopeful. One of the different pacts, climate pacts that the Chinese have not signed on to yet is the Methane Reduction Pact. And so if they sign on to that, that'll be a good first step toward a successful COP28 summit that's coming up here shortly. I want to see them take greater steps to lower the use of coal-fired power plants. Unfortunately, they are expanding and they are making more of them. And of course, that greatly contributes to greenhouse gas emissions.
Okay. Congressman Krishnamoorthi, thanks so much for joining us on BBC News.
Thank you so much.